Thank you for the opportunity given. Mr. Sakti has touched upon the industry, has given all the information about the industry and as an economy where we are heading. We are all placed in a very blessed situation, I would say, provided we make use of the opportunity. I'm very happy to share my thoughts. While we as a country are making progress in becoming a bigger economy, but we have to go a long way for becoming a better economy. We might have reached among the top 4 or 5 in terms of overall GDP. But if you see our per capita income, we are one of the lowest in the world. Among 187 countries, we are somewhere around, hovering around 120 as per IMF, even if you are calculating based on purchasing power parity. The question is why? Why our country is not prospering to the level of developed economies? Why so many people are still struggling to have a decent livelihood or living standards? Why we are not able to match the European standards? So as a root cause analyst, I would say I am very much attracted towards that system. If you do a root cause analysis, the question is, are we not hardworking? Absolutely no. We are working very hard and 6 days a week compared to European or American this thing. So we are working hard, yes. Then are we not intelligent? Absolutely no. You might have already interacted with many of your counterparts, and you might have found that we are no way inferior than them, right? So there is no, we are definitely, if not better, we are almost equivalent. Then why? In Europe, even a nurse is able to afford a Mercedes car. But in India, even an intelligent junior doctor or an intelligent R&D engineer still is driving a two-wheeler. Is it because of politicians or corruption? It is easy to blame on them, or because of the corruption? If the corruption is the reason, why prosperity is more where the corruption is more? Like many metros, I won't take the name of the city. Example, a metro capital, Bengaluru, which is a faraway small town like Bagalkot. Maybe there, Bagalkot, you have a lesser corruption, but the development is happening here, prosperity is here. Then it may not be the main reason. Of course, it is derailing us. I'm not advocating for it, but it is not the most impactful reason. Then because of what? The same policies are being driven by probably all the states are having the same policies. Few states are prospering, few states are not. Then what is the reason? Is it because of poor infrastructure? If you see infrastructure may not be the reason, because if you take this city itself, for going one place to another place, it takes 2.5 hours. One of the worst infrastructure in the world, but still here they are thriving. Then what is the reason? Is it because of population? No. China has already proved a decade back, when they were the #1 population, now they have become a developed nation. Density that matters, not the population. Japan is more denser than India. They have become a developed nation long ago. So even Bangalore is more populous compared to smaller town. Then what is the reason? So the reason for India not becoming a rich in per capita income, then it looks that it is not because of our work ethics. We are fantastic work ethics we have. And it is not because of the knowledge. We are equal or at par with them. Is it because of the infrastructure? Doesn't look to be. Is it because of politicians or corruption? Maybe, but not to a greater impact. It's not because of the population also. Then because of what we are not becoming a developed nation. What is the critical differentiation? If you look around right now, right? I'm speaking on a speaker, maybe Bosch or JBL, right? The lights are from maybe Philips or Lucas. The glass is from Saint Gobain or Zeiss. My shirt, maybe it is made in India, but it's weaved by Sulzer looms, stitched by Zuki machines. Even a small button, the formula might have come from DuPont. And the die for manufacturing the button, they might have used a Decalmajo machine, Sandvik cutter, or Vidya tool. Our money is going every second, tons and tons. Sitting here, we are pumping money to Europe and US or Japan. Look around. Of course, we have invented zero. After that, we haven't invented much. I'm very happy to see some missile systems and all that. That is what is making us what we are today. But that is not sufficient. What is that we have invented which disruptively we made a big difference? I'm seeing the screens. The software is maybe from Microsoft operating system, done on a Google sheet or Google this thing. Right? The screen is made from, LED screen is from Samsung or from a Chinese company. And the camera, what is capturing is probably from Canon or Sony. Everything. Even if you go to the loo, if you use a paper there, it is made from Voith machine, through the Voith machine. It is very sad. Whatever is on your table, whatever you're using, the air condition, we must be pumping money to those countries. So if this is the reason, right? What are we going to do? From today onwards, start noting. The cars or the tires may be from Apollo, but the machine is from McNeil. The compound is from somewhere else. So what is that we are doing as a country, as an Indian? It is very sad. The electricity may have been generated by our Indian power companies, but it is, if you see the coal, excavation might have been done by a Krupp machine, transported by a Caterpillar truck, dumper truck, driven by a ZF transmission, right? Everything. If you are breathing now, one paisa is going there, one paisa is going there. If you are scribbling something, the pen is invented by somebody else. On the paper is through Voith machines. Every second, we are pumping tons and tons and tons of money to Europe and US and Japan. So what, as a country, what we have to do? We don't have any other option. If you want to become a developed nation, we have to innovate, invent. We don't have any other option. Otherwise, we will do something. With our low, probably populous, with the meager amounts, we will provide some services, and we will thrive to an extent of how we are thriving. But suddenly AI comes, what will happen to all the software engineers? We don't know. Nobody knows. Unless otherwise, we invent things. We do not have great future. It's a baking up time. Can we do it? Because all along, we never had that inclination as a society We never had the inclination towards inventing. So we are not trusting ourselves much. This is my favorite quote by Henry Ford: the person who says who can and the person who says who can't, both will be right. Meaning the person who says who can is going to achieve it, the person who is going to say who can't is not going to achieve it. Bull is a standing example of what we can do with innovation. In 1997, we started with a small tractor attachment. I was not knowing anything about hydraulics, zero. And we wanted to, somebody told that you have to mount a pump. We looked for a pump manufacturer. So that time, Seshnath Dynamatic was making a pump, 3090 pump, I think, something like that. We bought it. His Sishyas were there. They supplied me the pump. I mounted it. 7th day, pump failed. I was very angry. How come so not so good pump? Then they enlightened me by saying, sir, there's a cavitation problem. I haven't known that word cavitation before 1997. I was not knowing what is cavitation. Then I understood what is cavitation. So that is the level of just even cavitation we were not knowing. Today, we are fastest growing backhoe loader manufacturer in the world. We have exported to 65 countries, and we are still growing. All became possible only because of innovation. We tend to underestimate ourselves. All of us are extraordinarily capable. Just try. We were also a bit skeptical earlier, but we kept on trying, and it made all the difference. So we have to, of course, you know how to make that happen. You cannot drive a bicycle by reading 4 books. You have to go through the process. The process is nothing but failing, and then slowly iterating, and then making the things happen. Wisdom can be accelerated with fast iterations without attaching emotions. More iterations, relentless pursuit of achieving something. Of course, there will be many failures. I'm sure why I'm talking to you this, fluid power as an industry, you are blessed to have so many problems. You can do a lot of innovation. So if you are in a steel industry or a textile industry or a foundry industry, it is difficult to do an improvement. But yours is an emerging industry. You can contribute a lot. And I request all of you to involve yourself to inventing. It is possible. So we have we tend to follow the Western world, right? So even in managing root cause analysis or CAPA, FME, and all that. So I just want to add a little bit value to the audience. What we have invented another problem-solving technique at Bull. We call it as Bull 6A technique. What exactly it is? If you see a problem, we apply 6 A's. The first A is there a process available? Okay, process is available. The second A is either the process is available, then why the problem is happening again? Whether the adequacy is not there. The second A is adequacy. If adequacy is not there, we have to make it adequate. Fix that adequacy part. Okay, availability of the process is there, adequacy is there. Why still the problem is happening? Adherence is not there. Third A is adherence. Okay, adherence is there, but still the problem is there, right? For managing, first is availability, second is availability, adequacy, adherence. Adherence can be improved by audit. What is not monitored will obviously go down, right? Process audit or whatever audit, risk audit. So fourth A is audit. Fifth A is automate. Why can't we automate? Fifth A is automate. For doing all this, why can't you use AI? If the process is not there, availability is not there, you can always go back to AI and ask, put your this thing and then ask, where is the gap? Adequacy is not there, we can always do it. Adherence is not there, what need to be done? Get the training material. Everything, why can't you automate? You can audit checklist also it will create. Automation also, it will help you. So there are 6 A's: availability, adequacy, adherence, audit, automate, and use AI for everything. So this is helping us, but there are young team members are there. If you find it interesting, please make use of it. Thank you. It's not that we are boasting ourselves. We want to be the standing example of young India, what India can do, right? And we don't have to follow the theories of the European or American philosophies alone. We are also capable of doing it. And my final request, you are having a lot of knowledge. And many of the time, we manufacturers are not getting pushed. Please push us. And as an organization, we are open, Bull as an organization, we're open to take any ideas, experiment. So please give us, make specifically Indian companies much more knowledgeable, talented Indian products, much more robust. And final request, of course, you give Indian companies a better prices. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Parthiban, for a very disruptive speech. I would like to request Mr. Shandar Alam to felicitate Mr. Parthiban with a memento from FPSI.